Yo, check it out, man. Check it out. Listen, bro. So we all know the talk of the town was Shedeur Sanders dropping in the NFL draft, bro, not getting drafted. And, of course, it's going to be a lot of chatter online talking about everything. He was the best quarterback. Some people think it's race and all that stuff. And the one thing I like about content, it gives you a chance to try to, well, for me at least, you just try to always get you to think. Not saying I'm right or wrong, but we do got to look at it, man, because, for the last 4 years, whatever, we watched Shedeur Sanders and Dieon Sanders take over, they're in their college football, Jackson, Mississippi, Colorado, a lot of tension, a lot of this. It's been the Sanders, and we get it. And that's a great thing, especially when, like you said, it's your father. But we have to ask ourselves questions like, could it be the same things that, make you cry, that make you smile? And, Shedeur Sanders, bro, he been living it up. And, when he was in Colorado, you're the man, cars, this and that. And to be truthful, he get that from his dad, Deion, because it's prime time. But the thing is, we all got to be honest, and Deion knew this. Your son's not prime time. Shedeur's not prime time, man. And so we got to think that some of these owners say, is it worth the risk? NFL is big business. You got people like Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts. We know Shedeur not better than them. Not saying he can't be a productive, but you see how they carry themselves. They're not out here making rap songs. They're not out here, superstar status, and I get it. We love Deion, we love Shedeur, but unfortunately, I think what really came back to haunt him is that his superstardom didn't really match the talent. It's not worth the risk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's good, but is he like he said, legendary talent? We can't really say that, bro. And so, when you're sitting there in the draft room and everything's legendary and all this stuff like this, and, you got this whole bravado, which is cool, but you got to have self-awareness out here, bro. And, for whatever reason, I guess Deion wasn't able to tell him, like, yo, you not me. Be yourself. You know what I mean? And so it's a tricky slope. I know people mad. I don't think it was race per se, but I do think that, like, if you have a coach your whole life that's your dad, if you never been benched, if you never had a coach to tell you this and that, like, we never seen Shedeur get taken out the game or be benched because he had bad play. So what happens in the NFL if he comes out and, he's not doing good? How is he going to handle adversity? And I guess that's what we're going to see now, because before the first time in his life, in his football career, he's not the number one option. And, he doesn't have a person to say it's going to be okay and you can do it like this no matter what the circumstances. So it's a crazy situation. We never seen nothing like this before. I really hope that, I hope the Dolphins get Shedeur. Personally, I doubt that happens. But with all that being said, I think, man, it's a crazy lesson learned that, like, business is business, man. And sometimes you got to understand, bro, you can't put yourself before the business, and nobody's going to take a chance on somebody who feels like, I'm bigger than the league or I'm this and that when it comes to the NFL. Right or wrong, tough lesson learned. We got to see if he's going to bounce back. With that being said, I'm just a man who sells T-shirts. Stay focused, man.